This podcast is brought to you by Sri Kandi Associates.
Looking for your first matrimonial house? Wanting to upgrade? Look no further.
For your property matters, contact Sri Kandi Associates at 8788-3559 8788-355-9.
You betul nak. Okay, don't forget to follow them on Instagram on srikandi.associates.
Yeah, Sri Kandi, selling solutions,
not promises.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of OUTSIDEIN.
Your go-to source for honest conversations about relationships and marriage.
So if you are ready,
let's go. Hello guys, apa khabar? Hey, hari ni kita on sync.
On sync
On point.
In sync.
In sync.
On point.
Oh betul, salah.
On sync lain
Bye. Sorry, hari ni I sangat gembira sebab kita ada guest hari ni kan.
Yes.
So,
siapakah guest kita?
Yeah, sebelum kita introduce kita punya guest kan, kita introduce ni dulu.
Yes. Pasal kan kita sangat berbesar hati pasal kita punya guest hari ni datang kan. Dia datang dengan
brownies. Dia buat sendiri. Sebab she is also a home-based baker lah kan. Home-based baker. So this one is a brownie. Kita nak try sekarang? Boleh ke?
Kasih dia introduce dulu lah bang dia.
You
tak sabar.
Okay.
Orang belum jemput nama, we dah makan dulu.
Okay. Kita introduce. Yeah.
Let's say hello to our guest, Nana.
Hi.
Yes. Apa khabar Nana?
Khabar baik, Alhamdulillah.
Oh yes, she is the baker lah. But not just that, not just a baker, she is also here to share her story. Right, kita give a brief summary dulu lah.
Yes.
She lost a partner, right, about a few years ago, and then she went through a mental health punya journey lah. So the mental health punya journey is what we want to find out. Today, right? So
memanglah when we talk about mental health, memang it's something yang kita semua akan mengalami either personally atau with people that we know around us. So
I remember my mom told me. My mom told me personally, she said that in a relationship ni atau apa-apalah hubungan yang you ada dengan orang, you harus selalu bersedia untuk kehilangan. She said that. Okay. I think she told her son-in-law also. So
son-in-law with me lah.
Yeah, it's like one of two ways lah. It's either you break up or it's through death. Yeah, right. So kita tak faham or like kita belum, insyaAllah kita tak mengalami, right?
Belum lagi mengalami lah.
Yeah, we don't have the experience to speak about it. And the fact that you macam the emotional struggle and like your everyday life, how it affects you and things like that, your relationships around you. So that's what we want to find out lah.
Yes. So Nana, maybe you introduce a bit about yourself.
Okay, Hi everyone. I'm Nana. I'm one of OUTSIDEIN's insider.
Yes. Nampak ni kena ada. Tak ada. Salah.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm here today to share about my mental health journey.
And also brownies.
And also my brownies. Okay, in hopes to, bring light to everyone in need, inshallah.
Inshallah. So of course, we try our best every time when we recording an episode to always have a lesson for our listeners to learn from, and also take it as untuk jadi tauladan and iktibar jugalah. Pasal kita ingin menaikkan kita punya quality of life and quality of relationships in our relationship. Inshallah.
I feel like sometimes we go through life and we go through some challenges. Kita rasa kita alone, right? We feel like we are alone.
Okay.
So maybe if you are going through something like what Nana has been through, then inshallah you can find comfort and inshallah you can see that there is a light lah at the end of the tunnel.
So sebelum kita mendalami dengan cerita Nana, apa kata Nana introduce a bit your brownies ni lah. Kita tunjuk sikit kat kamera kam.
Okay, so I'm also a part-time baker.
Nice.
Tapi I only bake occasionally. So usually upon request or like birthdays or henna party ke.
Henna party?
Henna party. Yeah.
Henna party.
Yeah.
Stand by
Okay.
Inshallah.
Okay, so my bakes is also called Croissants by NJ.
Croissants by NJ. Yeah, this is your Instagram
Instagram, correct. Instagram.
Instagram handle.
Apa kata kita cuba?
Yes.
Okay, cuba.
Kita cuba live.
Cuba.
Bismillah. Can. Ni ASMR ke?
So
Silakan.
firstly terima kasih Nana kerana sudi bake this for us, walaupun kita tahu you busy, you ada wedding and all that, tapi tetap you ambil masa untuk bake ni untuk kita kan.
Yes, I'm also berbesar hati to be here.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, kita cuba.
Bismillah.
It's bite size.
It's bite size. So I sell it in box of, usually it's box of 10, box of 25, and box of 49.
Wow.
Yes, apart from...
Oh, bau dia sedap nak.
It's so fudgy. This is my favorite kind of brownie soda.
Oh,
Fudgy.
habis. Dah tak terkata. Dah tak payah buat lah episod ni.
Tak
Dah
habis
habis.
sekarang.
Alhamdulillah, it's so nice. It's very fudgy.
Alhamdulillah. Oh, aside from brownies, I also bake Nutella tarts. Yes. So, unfortunately, I didn't have the time to bring Nutella tarts today.
Dah sedap.
Guys, macam nak pronounce?
Cousins.
Cousins by nanti kita letak lah the Instagram handle.
Cousins.by.nj. Yes.
If you want to order for any of your events lah, macam henna ke, birthday ke.
Oh, kadang-kadang kalau craving ke pun boleh.
Boleh.
Pre-order
Masalah.
jugalah.
Tak pre-order, like straight away I can take.
Oh.
Yeah, let's say macam I have friends yang macam kadang-kadang message me like, kau free tak hari ni? Buatkan aku brownies boleh tak? Aku bayar. Yeah. So I will like, okay, I'll find time, then I will quickly do lah. So usually I balik rumah cepat-cepat, I find the ingredients, then I cepat-cepat buat, then I...
Wow, you've been doing this for a while? Since COVID, is it?
No, actually, I have been... My interest is baking. I love to bake. But...
Saya dah dewasa, banyak responsibility.
Correct. Betul juga.
Sama lah kita. Cuma.
I also want to ask, since when did you become our insider?
Oh, okay. So I started to be your insider ever since the episode of The Perfect Duo.
Oh,
Amir and
Rafida.
Rafika.
Rafida siapa? Duduk pula cakap Rafida.
Rafika. I cakap Rafida. Sorry, Rafika.
You kat
Amir,
Rafida, I cakap Rashika.
Dah salah.
Dah salah. Padahal
The Perfect Duo. Yeah, she also talked about her postnatal depression and a lot of people macam were thankful and resonated with her story.
Yes,
So Alhamdulillah. Oh, since then.
Yes, since then I
Dah lama
catch
tu
up. Yeah. And apa ni? I remembered like after I watched that, then I find interest because I really love your contents, macam your episodes. It's all about like religion, about marriage, and it really does help people like me who's going through macam who's trying to find ways to go to macam berhijrah lah.
Alhamdulillah. We never know the stories that we share reach who lah kan, insyaAllah. Mana tahu hari ni your story might allow others to also, you know, go to the lights. InsyaAllah.
Yes. Okay, so speaking of, maybe you can share with us what you went through, like a little bit of backstory, and then we will go into the mental health part.
Okay. So 7 years ago, I lost my partner due to bike accident. We didn't had a proper goodbye because he was outside lah. And I waited for his texts, for his calls. I even called him. I remembered vividly, I missed call his phone for like 83 times.
Wow.
Because I was
Worried.
worried. Because he is actually a fast texter.
Okay.
Yeah, so when at that point of time, I macam rasa like, kenapa dia tak reply tiba-tiba, or kenapa dia tak call ke and all that, right? So I call, I text, tak reply, and then I think 2 hours later, I found 2 hours later I received a phone call from his phone.
Okay.
So when I angkat, of course I asked lah, like, where are you? Why are you not replying to me? And all that. But it was a sound of a woman.
Oh, orang
Yes,
lain lah.
orang lain. Yes. So the person asked me, hi, is this Nana? Then I say yes. Can I know who am I speaking to? Then dia cakap, oh, this is the traffic police. We would like to just double check if you know this person. So she said the name. Then I say, yes, I know. Then she also asked, are you familiar with this bike number? Then I said, yes, I'm very familiar. Then the traffic police cakap, okay, he got into an accident and we will need you to come down to the hospital. And then I asked, okay, can I know if he's conscious or unconscious? Then the traffic police cakap, oh, I'm not sure because I'm still at the accident scene. He's already at the hospital. Then, but she did say, if can, try to bring someone. Tapi I didn't tak fikir apa-apa. And I had one of my best friend with me. So I cakap my best friend, book Grab. So we book Grab, and in Grab tu, my best friend tanya lah, like, what do you think happened? What do you think macam, macam mana cakap like, how do you think his condition is?
Okay.
And honestly, I didn't thought of death. I mean, nobody thought of it, right?
Yeah.
So I said, whatever it is, I'm going to be there for him lah, if anything happens. Then when I sampai, I went to the receptionist. Then the receptionist cakap, okay, just wait for a moment. Another nurse will come and fetch you.
Okay.
So when the nurse sampai, he brought us to the room. While walking, I asked the nurse, how is he? Is he conscious or unconscious? Tapi nurse tu cakap, dia dah meninggal. Tak ada orang bilang ke?
Oh no.
Yeah. And a little backstory. I lost a lot of people in my life, which is my macam family members, my late dad, my dad, my uncle, my nanny, and also death was really something that I definitely never tak look forward lah, you know.
So dah melalui certain feelings of kehilangan. So you tak nak go through another one lah. At that point in time.
Yeah. So when dia cakap gitu, then I look at my best friend, kita macam like why macam dalam hati kita like why are you so insensitive? Like I feel that you could have approached it in a different way. Yeah, because it's very sensitive, right?
Yeah, correct.
Then I cakap lah macam, what do you mean? Like, jangan main-main lah. The nurse is a male Malay nurse.
Okay.
Yeah. So I cakap, jangan main-main dengan kematian. Then the nurse cakap, no, really, dia dah meninggal. Tak ada orang bilang ke? Like, he keep saying that. And then I get very agitated, right?
Yeah.
So, I like, okay, tak apa, never mind. I wait outside of the room. And then I take a deep breath. And then I saw him lah. Yeah.
When did it macam really sink in macam he's really gone while you were sitting down there?
No, when I saw him already, then I macam I didn't know how to feel, like honestly, because macam losing a family member is different than losing a partner, right?
Partner who you at that time like you look forward to a future with lah.
Yeah. And then it only started to sink in when I got out of the room and I called my mom. Yeah, so I told my mom, so and so dah tak ada. And then my mom was also shocked. So my mom gave the phone to my brother. Then I told my brother about it. Then my brother cakap, okay, never mind. I need you to calm down, take a deep breath. But I was already macam
Dah
hilang, yeah. Then I just tell my best friend like, you talk lah to my brother. I cannot talk really.
Yeah.
Wow. I think the idea of you buka pintu, you masuk, and then the first thing that you see is arwah ke atas. Kat atas katil, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, because I mean, like I'm trying to imagine, right? Macam okay, if now I'm married to you, right? Then I get a call, and then dia tanya pasal, do you know this person? Is this plate number familiar to you? Tu je ada macam, what's going on? And then like Nana, or I think like most of us, kita tak nak fikir of that person dah
first
pergi
stage
pun.
of grief.
Ya, kita at least macam mengharapkan macam okay, dia maybe kalau dia unconscious pun he will come back, you know. But then dah sampai, lepas tu cakap like with that hope still inside you, and then in a snap like it all crashed down.
Yeah, even when I met with an accident like many years ago pun, I couldn't use my phone because my hands were all berdarah and things like that tau. And I asked a passerby to help to call my parents at that point in time. Dua-dua tak angkat. So whatever it is pun, the fear of you see someone call you many times, you know, and then walaupun alhamdulillah that time I masih hidup, what my parents told me was the moment they finally answered the phone, it wasn't my voice. They started to worry already. Yeah.
There's something wrong already lah.
Yeah, something that is not
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay,
Wah,
so
teringat sikit. Allah.
okay, now we get a backstory already, right? This one, okay, before we move on, we just like to say that this one, out of respect for the arwah punya family, kita faham that of course as a family member, as a son and all that, you will feel the pain kan, macam the family is in pain. But for this episode, we have Nana to share her side of the story lah, as a partner to a, you know, losing a partner. So kita berbual pasal your mental health. When did it start to macam deteriorate?
So the moment the incident happened, I felt that my life was going to change 360 degrees. Yeah, I honestly didn't know how to feel at first. I was numb. Macam I tak tahu like kalau I rasa macam gini salah ke tidak, rasa macam itu salah ke tidak. So it went on to the extent of I couldn't even stay at my house. So I stayed at my cousin's house lah, my auntie punya rumah. And I dengan my kakak saudara ni, we are very very close because we are only 1 year apart. She's 1 year older lah.
Macam best friend juga.
Macam best friend, yeah, because we grew up together, right? So I tell her, I say, I think I want to stay with you because she was there for me throughout also.
Okay.
We were all secondary school.
Satu klik.
Bukan klik, tapi schoolmates.
Mates,
Yeah.
right.
So when I stayed there, I tak makan. I couldn't find the energy to makan. I tak ada selera.
Yeah.
And there was a point of time where she realised it. Macam she realised lah macam I dah lama tak makan. I think it took me like 2 weeks plus. So
just to really process the loss of your at that point in time your partner lah. Kan? I mean memang the idea, okay, kita cakap there's many different types of loss like you mentioned tadi kan. You might lose, for example, we lose an elderly of old age ke apa ke. Ini
Of natural causes.
Ini pasal it's a sudden incident yang terjadi. Kita tak prepared tau. So daripada segi emotions, we don't, definitely it's going to be a whole kucak-kacik.
I don't know how to process.
Yeah. So macam I think we talk about kadang-kadang, okay, I do have a cousin that passed away from bike accident also. So the whole incident happen, kita pun macam abang meninggal apa you know, I cannot exactly feel how you feel because it's not my partner at that point in time. So I nak tanya sikit like that the whole 2 weeks tu yang you mention apa yang you really go through your mind? Is it the feeling of emptiness ke apa?
It was more of I wanted to know how it happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had like sketches. I sketched on like maybe macam gini kot. You know, this kind of things. And then yeah, I think it was just me trying to find the closure. Yeah, I felt that I really need that closure. I feel macam it's not fair that I didn't know how it happened. And I was dying to know. Yeah. And
okay, just a bit of background. How long were you with how long do you know this arwahnya?
We knew each other from 2011, but we only macam got together. I I think 2016, late 2016.
So he was already someone that has been in your life for
quite some time. Yeah. So I got very angry, macam angry grieving lah, angry grieving, macam why, kenapa Allah tarik semua orang yang aku sayang. Yeah. And it was macam I would say continuously, because I lost my dad and my nenek in 2013. So every year after that I mesti ada lose someone until I lost my late partner ni lah in 2017. So I was very angry, and at that point of time I didn't even know how to overcome it, because whenever I share how I feel, or macam I cakap like to my circle of friends back then, all their macam response was the same, macam oh, you know, you should just move on, or it's okay, you're going to find someone new.
Dia tak sama macam break up tau. And that's what I would like to say lah, just to add on a bit. Break up ni, you know, someone broke your heart on purpose ke, you know, our hearts are broken on with the intention that we cannot reconcile, that's why kita putus. But ini
it's not your choice.
It's not your choice. Dia ditarik tau. So maybe perhaps diorang pun belum pernah melalui certain things, so they do not know how to, you know, jaga your emotions at that point in time lah.
Correct.
I mean, kita husnuzon sikit lah.
Of course.
So basically you correct me if I'm wrong, but you fell into depression lah.
Yes.
Very dark times.
Very dark time. I love to bake, right? But I hated baking at that time. I really hate. Sampai like I say, I tak makan for 2 weeks. I tak ada selera makan until my kakak saudara ni perasan. Then my kakak saudara cakap lah macam makanlah sikit. Maybe aku masakkan kau Maggi. Let's try to eat. So she cooked and she even suapkan I this Maggi. Pasal I just had no energy left. Macam I just want to sit and diam. Yeah.
You just want to be in your circle, your little hole that you have dug in. Pasal dalam in the state of depression ni, ataupun apa nama dia, grieving ni kan, everyone handles it differently. But the common thing that I realised that I've seen and personally felt also is when kita dah have the kind of feeling, kita tak nak berbual dengan orang-orang. Kita just want to be in that darkness because it feels comfortable.
Yes,
kan?
correct.
It's a comfortable feeling yang kita, we cannot explain tau. Why we do not want to get out of it. Macam,
is it perhaps like kalau if you get out of that comfort, you have to face all the feelings, have to face all the pain,
probably.
questions.
Yes.
yeah, that's true.
Correct.
So nanti kalau kita macam mingle dengan orang, nanti orang tanya-tanya ke,
Nanti you
Yes.
teringat, lepas tu you sedih
Correct.
lagi.
Yeah.
so I do not want anyone to talk to me. I do not want anyone to you know
Disturb me.
Yeah.
Just let me be alone.
That's the feeling that I felt also.
Okay, so Nana bilang kita dia ada macam interesting story lah kan. Di dalam her mental health journey ni, maybe you can share with us.
Okay. So last time I bertudung.
Okay.
And while I felt that I was getting better, apparently I didn't lah. So last time my old workplace ni dekat dengan masjid. Okay. And usually kalau I tak ada plans after work, I will go to masjid, tunggu sampai maghrib, solat, then I will go home. But there was this one particular time where I dah sampai masjid tu, I tak rasa nak masuk. I feel macam, disclaimer, I know I'm going to get kecam. Okay? So I dah sampai kat luar tu, I feel macam I don't want to masuk lah at all. And
Pasal you ada perasaan marah.
perasaan marah, yes. And I even had that thoughts macam, why should I go back to you knowing that you are the one who gave me these challenges?
At that point of time lah.
Yeah, listening to it also going to make me cry. Yeah. Then I ended up tak masuk masjid. I terus balik. I went home to my room. I isolated myself, and I wanted to be a free thinker.
Right.
Yeah.
You felt so angry
Correct.
that these challenges are something that you feel that you couldn't bear.
Correct.
And then you feel that, you know, at that point in time you rasa macam tak ada kebaikan yang akan datang kepada hidup you.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So like what Nana mentioned there, kita jangan kecam immediately. Okay. Kita sekarang ni tengah mempelajari apa yang Nana melalui at that point in time, because setiap manusia ada dorang punya cabaran. Inilah cabaran Nana yang I would say at that point in time dia susah untuk mengatasi cabaran ini. I punya Melayu macam tiba-tiba bagus pula.
Wow.
But yeah, kita mengambil ni as okay, we want to know more about pasal you when you had that kind of feeling kan, bila yang you rasa yang like this prolong for a long time, this period of
this feeling.
The moment I had the thought of being a free thinker, I straight away macam snap. I was like, you know, this is not me. Then I straight away call up a friend. I cakap dengan my friend ni, I think I need to seek professional help already, because I was also having suicidal thoughts, and I even tried to hang myself in my room. And tak jadi. Bila tak jadi, I laugh. Macam apa sih tak jadi? Maybe apa, you know? Yeah, I was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was to that extent lah. So I tell my friend, I really need to seek professional help already. I feel that I'm not getting any better. Can you accompany me to the clinic tomorrow? So she accompanied me. And
I nak nangis. Okay. Sorry.
You might want to get tissue?
Okay, I'm good.
Okay. So after that, pergi jumpa doktor. Then usually kita masuk bilik doktor, doctors will ask like, so how are you today? You know, those kind of things, right? Then I'm with a straight face, I just cakap, I think I'm going through depression. Yeah, because I did a little research also before that lah. And then the doctor was stunned. So the doctor tanya macam, why do you think you have depression and stuff? Then I cakap, because I'm having lack of sleep, loss of appetite, you know, all those things. Yeah, the symptoms. And then she tried to ask me more questions just to see whether my answers matches the symptoms. And indeed, it did lah. Then she say, we will have to refer you for further assessment. Which hospital do you want to go? And I said, I think I want to go to IMH.
Direct.
Okay. Yes. Sebab, I don't know why, but I feel like if I go to other hospitals, right, what I'm afraid of is having to wait for appointments ke, tunggu lama and all that, right? So I told her, I think I want to go IMH. Then she said, okay. Then she do the referral paperwork for me. Then I got out of the room. I tell my friend, I say, I have to be referred to IMH. Tapi kalau you need to leave, then it's okay. I can go on my own. But she said, no, it's okay. I don't have any plans today. I will accompany you until IMH. Yes. And fun fact, kawan ni is not someone that I was close with. It's like her friend and my friend was friends, and then that's how we know each other.
Mutual gitu.
Yeah, mutual. And we are still friends until now.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like Allah just macam when you are in need kan, He will just bukakan hati this person. Okay, go and approach this. For example, I go and approach Nana. Nana needs you now. Padahal before this we're not close or anything, right? So you know Allah works in mysterious ways.
Correct.
So you actually pergi IMH.
Yes.
You warded.
Yes, I was warded. Yeah, so I went there. I didn't know at first I was warded, but after I spoke to the psychiatrist or the doctors there, then dia cakap lah, okay, due to your suicidal thoughts, we have to admit you lah, because we scared like, you know, you go home then you might do it again, right? So I went in, and tempat tu macam, I would say macam prison, because we cannot have macam rubber bands,
anything
or
yang boleh
can be used as a weapon. Correct. So macam jam, my phone all I have to
sacrifice.
Yes. Tapi my phone, dia cakap I can either give it to my family members, so that the next time they visit, dorang boleh bawa, then I boleh pakai. Tapi kalau I give it to them, they will only give me back my phone when I'm discharged. Yeah.
Wow.
Macam mana dia punya situation kat dalam?
Because I think one of our guests pun pernah share juga, dia punya, I think for her, dia punya interior was
prison.
macam same like what you mentioned, macam prison. You cannot have anything, and then you are in a room of four
Isolated.
walls.
Correct, yes. So they have the patient ward, then they have visitor lounge and patient lounge. So patient lounge ni dia locked. Kalau you want to keluar, you need to have a staff pass.
Okay.
Kalau you nak masuk pun kena ada staff pass. And you can only get out to the visitor lounge if there's a visitor for you.
Right.
Yeah. And then when I dah admitted tu, I stayed lah at the lounge. I call up my family members. I call up my friends.
Oh yeah. Your family member tak tahu kan at this point?
They know that I was going through depression, but they didn't know that I dah
Sampai
admitted
ke tahap nak pergi IMH.
Correct. Yes.
Then what was their response? Bila you bilang?
My brother, both of my brothers are quite calm because I tell them like, I know you might disapprove, but I feel like this is what's best for me. Of course, my mom didn't take it well, and it was very hard for me to macam communicate with her because I mean, fikiran orang elderly, right? So I remembered when I first tell her that I think I'm going through depression, and her words was, kenapa kau ada this kind of mindset? Mana iman kau? And then I felt macam, okay, you know what? I think I shall not talk to my mom about it. Yeah.
I think the older generation has that
mindset.
I think because maybe lah, this is my personal opinion lah. Perhaps maybe dulu dorang punya kehidupan maybe even harder than it is now. So pada dorang, if I can overcome this,
why not us?
and aku tak macam depression ke apa, kenapa anak aku you know, like have this kind of mindset, tak cukup iman and that kind of things.
I mean, nak kata I also receive certain things macam I mean, it's very cliche to say, you know, okay, kita kena kuatkan iman. Yes, memang tetap kita sebagai seorang Islam, seorang Muslim, kita memang the first top priority is kita kena, memanglah kita kena kuatkan iman kita. Tapi kadang-kadang the situation that we put in, even like for Nana yang tak nak masuk masjid at that point in time, because she's already gone through such torment in terms of her emotions, sampai dia dah ragu-ragu dengan agama kita at that point in time. So bila dapat this kind of comment, lagilah kita makin ada rasa macam aku dah lah tak susah nak percaya, tapi dapat this kind of comment lagi macam menjauhkan diri dengan agama kita.
Correct.
At that point in time. Tapi nak kata perhaps at the point in time tak ada seseorang tu yang tarik you balik kepada agama. Can I say that?
At the point of time, the moment I got those comments, not only from my mom lah, but from my old circle of friends, the moment I got those kind of comments, I terus macam, okay, you know what, I don't want to talk about agama. Yeah, I don't want to relate agama to the problems that I'm having because I feel macam it's a very sensitive topic.
Yeah. Lagi-lagi kita ni bukan asatiza lah, so
Betul
susah
lah,
sikit
betul.
lah kan.
But I feel personally when it comes to macam this, like people yang ada macam in this kind of situations, very hard situation macam kehilangan or anything, I think my personal approach would be from what do you call that, from empathy lah. Empathy. Instead of straight away cakap macam kena solat, kena ni. Memang kita faham, we already understand that is what we all should do. But in this time, if you want to macam tegur this person, you nak kena tengok orang dia macam mana. You nak kena tegur in a certain way.
Beralas lah.
Beralas. Macam at least macam hear him or her out first. Like apa yang diorang rasa, perasaan diorang inside their heart. And then after that, slowly pull them back lah. Not macam mendadak like no, you need to, you know.
Correct.
Okay, maybe I put a little bit of role play sikit lah.
Role play?
Bukan role play lah, example lah.
Faham.
Because back then, because at that point in time, the people that when I went through a similar situation of depression like you can, my friends were there and they didn't say much about religion lah. Okay, but somehow rather, if let's say like, you know, like what you said about kalau someone datang, dia kasih dulu empathy macam tak apa bro, ni semua okay bro, gini-gini, lepas tu bila dah rasa sedap sikit, jom kita solat sama-sama. Trust me, I would solat. You know, macam kita dah rasa reda sikit.
Correct.
Then
It's the approach, right?
It's the approach. Pasal kita ni manusia. Okay lah, kalau orang-orang lama nak kata diorang dulu kuat, okay lah, kita lemah sikit. So generational lah kan.
Maybe kita strawberry.
Kanak-kanak strawberry.
But yeah, it really goes down to approach. I mean, kalau netizen, kalau kita punya insiders yang tengah mendengar episod ni, kalau kita mengalami atau kita kenal sesiapa yang going through this kind of thing, daripada kita punya pendapat in terms of kita punya experience pun, this is what kita would feel like if let's say you want to bring someone back, you want to adakan diri untuk someone yang ada depression ni semua. Yes, you can talk about religion, but talk about their heart first.
Correct.
Pasal kalau hati kita dah tak ada, in terms of tak terbuka, apa-apa kita cakap pun kita akan reject.
Tak masuk lah.
This is depression.
Correct.
We will reject anything that you come to us until we open up our hearts again.
Correct.
Yes.
Wow.
So how long were you in IMH for?
Actually, it took me 2 nights only. So by the second night, I already saw a lot of patients yang macam dah extreme lah. Yeah, and then sampai dah kena ikat kat katil. And I got so scared. I rasa I remembered like I was just crying on my bed, and I had this thought to myself lah. I tanya macam, why am I doing this to myself? I feel like I can actually get better. It's just that I needed guidance. Yeah.
Guidance.
Yeah. Then because my phone was with my brother kan, so I managed to call up my brother. Then I cakap dengan my brother lah, I say, can you call up one of my friend, because she was a nurse. She was a student nurse. Kira dia intern lah at that hospital and at that same ward that I was in.
Okay.
Yeah. So I tell my brother, I cakap, kau try call dia, kau tanya dia how to get me out of here, because I don't think I can stay any longer. Yeah.
Takut it makes it even worse for you.
Correct. Yes.
Because there are people there yang macam betul dia punya level dah sampai dan nak cakap kena ikat tangan, like really you know the people who
Faham lah.
Faham.
Yes. I mean kadang-kadang it was perhaps at that point that it was necessary for you to masuk.
Correct.
Jadi punya mata macam terbuka juga.
Correct, yes. I feel like, honestly, I feel like it was macam Allah saying, okay lah, macam maybe it's harsh kalau dengar, but I feel like it's Him telling me macam, you choose this path, if you choose this path, I'm going to show you what's going to happen. Yeah. So we see how you are going to macam, let's see how you can go through it. Like, do you think you want to continuously be in the place, or do you think you can wake up by yourself and know that you need to make a difference in your life? Yeah.
Wow.
Gosh. Then after that you dah discharge. Is it they discharge you?
Yeah. Actually, they didn't want to discharge me because of my suicidal thoughts.
Yes.
I had to actually stay in for another 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then I feel macam, alamak, lagi 2 minggu macam mana ni?
This one, okay. That, now I understand what you are saying about macam Allah is trying to say macam kanak sangat kan? Okay. Aku bagi kau, let's see how you fare. Right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it can sound harsh lah, but I always thought of it that way. Yeah.
I have to stay for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, another 2 weeks. I macam, dah tell my brother, I say, aku tak boleh lah. I don't think I can stay in another 2 weeks. Like, can you try to talk to the doctors? So my brother managed to talk it out with the doctors. Then Alhamdulillah, I was discharged lah. That day, Alhamdulillah, I was discharged. Then I went home and I met my mom. And then my mom was more gentle lah. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, yes.
Yeah, so from then onwards, who was your support system? Because like you said, you needed guidance, right? Ada tak satu orang yang gave you that guidance?
At that point of time, honestly, there's no guidance still, but it was the circles that I have. Yeah, macam when we go through depression, right, we need a very strong support system.
I agree.
So at that point of time, while my mom was having macam difficulties to understand mental issues ni semua, I'm actually very grateful that she tried her best to understand and learn how to macam overcome this together with me. Yeah.
Then you move back to your own house lah after that.
Yes, I moved back to my old house. And me and my mom even went on a trip together. Yeah, it was supposed to be a solo trip for me lah. But then my brothers cakap lah macam, why not you bring ibu? You know, because I wanted to go Gold Coast.
Wow.
Yeah, for my birthday lah. Then my brother cakap, why not you bring ibu? Ibu tak pernah pergi tempat-tempat macam ni. Then I was like, maybe this is the time that I can bond with her. Yeah. So it was very lovely.
Alhamdulillah.
I love you, Mom.
I mean, okay.
We love you, G.
I would just like to say, like, number one is you did well when you actually realized yourself that you needed help, because kadang-kadang we might not be for people yang going through depression. Sometimes they might not know that they're in depression. Even if they know that they are, they do not want to get out of it. But Alhamdulillah, you found strength in you. Allah gerakkan hati you to seek help and to get over it tau. I mean, it's definitely not an easy path lah kan.
It's not a short path either. Until now, I feel like kita semua masih trying to find hidayah and that kind of things. It takes time.
Correct.
It takes time, insyaAllah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that is your mental health journey. Ada lagi?
Yes.
Interesting story.
To add on, I recently also currently I have a partner. And Alhamdulillah. And I did tell him also macam because I'm the last child and the only daughter in my family. Yes, and I'm very very close to my father. Tapi my father dah passed away for 11 years. So I tell my boyfriend macam, you know, sometimes I feel macam I wish my dad was still around so that he can guide me, you know. But after knowing that I actually needed help, you know, from all those things and who I am today, I feel that macam even though Allah tarik my father away, even though my father dah meninggal, it's Allah's way to show me that this is actually my guidance for you.
Orang yang jumpa.
Macam the
path that you are being put on.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
macam back then I used to question him a lot. Macam why are you giving me this kind of challenges and everything? Tapi when I reflect my life now, I actually am very very thankful. I bersyukur sangat dengan Allah because Allah put me at that path so that I can actually go through it. Yeah, and it makes me feel macam if I can go through that challenge, I can go through anything else.
Apa tu? Kucing
ke? Meow.
Dekat dalam
Dalam
Maybe the one in the room.
tengah bergenjang anakku.
POV.
Jangan. But Masya Allah, like we always say, Allah will not test you beyond your capabilities.
Yes.
Masya Allah.
I mean, nak kata, I think talking about this journey yang you go through, because lain orang akan mengalami lain-lain cabaran lah, usia again, because nak kata this is where kita akan apa namanya, we really see tau, kita boleh ke tidak mengalami. And then I think Jufri always mentions it in his podcast, oh ya ke kan, dia pun selalu kata kadang-kadang kita, kalau kita look at it daripada segi agama, in everything that we do kan, it really changes the whole perspective. Like previously you yourself mentioned it kan, you question kenapa but the moment you pandang dalam segi agama pula, you are glad, you are grateful Allah put you through such things. Kan?
Yes.
Okay, after that incident, right, like you lost your partner, were you open to find love again, or did you think it was possible?
I felt like it was not possible at all.
At that point in time lah.
At that point in time. But I did try to put myself out there. But it wasn't tak nak cakap fulfilling lah. It's like macam I still feel empty. So I felt macam all those times when I tried to put myself out there, it was just to fill in the void.
In a way macam apa dia call it, rebound
somewhat really macam rebound. Actually rebound lah. Yeah, and I'm very sorry to anyone that I used to talk to. I'm very sorry if you guys ever felt that I made you guys as a rebound.
Yeah, I mean this is part of your grieving process juga lah. Pasal baru-baru kehilangan seseorang tu, we masih tengah mencari cara how to get over your past in a sense.
Actually, you have a question? Actually, this question just popped in my head. Do you feel macam guilty when you macam try to move on in terms of macam romantic relationships? Do you feel guilty?
At the start, I did feel guilty, but it all changed when I met my current partner.
Let's talk about him.
Pasal nanti dia marah.
Tak, your partner knows about whatever you've been through lah, your mental health journey and everything.
Yes, he knows everything because whenever I meet someone new, I would always straightaway tell them my baggage. I say like, hey, this is my baggage. If you think you cannot handle it, we can cut off from here lah.
You don't want to waste time lah.
I don't want to waste time.
I understand.
But he stayed.
Sorry?
But he stayed.
But he stayed, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He's a keeper, insyaAllah.
Alhamdulillah. Doakan baik. Yeah, anyway, but I want to ask you.
Yes.
Do you remember when we first started dating?
Yes.
Did I bring it up, my baggage part? Not early in kan?
Not early in. You the type of person yang macam tak nak tunjuk yang you ni ada masalah.
Betul. Yeah.
All you want to do is to make other people happy.
I think that's a guy thing. Yeah, guys like to keep everything inside.
Yeah, and aku steady. But a lot of things in his mind.
Their mind, yes. And you know what? Researchers say guys always like to be alone when they have problems. It's because that they feel that they are the only one that can solve their problem. Betul tak? Yeah, I'm right.
Right.
I mean, okay, generally, if let's say, we talk about relationships. Okay. If you come to me with a problem, I'm going to give you a solution.
Correct. You want to fix it.
Yeah, I want to fix a problem. But sometimes you tell me a problem, all you needed is a listening ear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Betul.
Natural tendency for men to want to fix things.
Betul.
Yeah, that's why kita kebanyakan carpenter, electrician.
So macam babe, lighting ni tak boleh ni lah. Tolong boleh tak?
So
Generally
generally lah, men are the ones that you have a problem, let me solve it for you. Oh, laki mana kacau, macam sini. Kadang-kadang tak nak, kita nak bilang je. Betul tak?
Betul.
Tapi susah untuk kita sebagai seorang lelaki to burden someone else, especially your partner. Kalau ada masalah, even when we have problems pun kita, when I have problems, I susah at the point in time lah.
Dia macam I can see something is wrong. He is not as cheerful atau dia macam diam je kan. But he doesn't tell me. Dia cakap, no, I okay. But as a wife, I know that macam, okay, you are not okay. But in order to get him to talk about it and open up, right, I have to go slowly. Macam
slowly break the wall.
Yeah.
Tuang air sikit kasi basah sejuk.
Ya, tapi susah. Kadang dia macam tak ada apa-apa. I korek baru dapat tahu.
But of course, like, back to the topic sikit
Okay.
Yeah, because of talking about it early, in a sense pun, it helps prepare your potential partner lah to really, okay, this could happen, this is what I'm going to come into the relationship with. I guess it's fair.
Correct.
Okay, so some of our insiders also ada tanya, how do I help my partner who is in depression? How do I cater? How do I approach them and support? Support, that's the word. How do I support him?
We ask Nana.
Yeah, for you, how does your partner support you with your depression?
Okay, because I'm someone who, whenever I have a problem, even if it's like little problem, I can tell him everything.
Okay.
So, but of course, there are also times where when I have a problem, I don't share it with him. But he can also straight away tangkap. Macam let's say I diam ke tiba-tiba, or macam I suddenly tell him macam, tak nak lah, I don't want to makan and all. He will straight away know macam I have something on. Yeah.
Right.
Then what I would advise is give your partner time. Yeah, give them some time. And if they don't want to share it yet, you have to actually have you have to actually have that a lot of patience lah. Yeah.
Don't force them.
Don't force,
to
correct.
open,
Because the more you force on them, the more they are not going to share, and then they will distance themselves from you.
In a way, maybe I put it in analytics.
this is good.
Analogy.
Analytics.
Analogy.
Yan likes analogy.
Yantology.
Yes.
And so for example, when we are in that such a state kan, kita tak nak luahkan perasaan. That's number one. So what we actually need is support system kan.
Correct.
Yeah, but bila orang datang, kita selalu shun them away. Saya tak apa, I tak nak berbual. So what sometimes I feel that our partner can do is to lay down some support beams kat tepi.
Support beams.
Macam like scaffolds, you know, building nak tambah building, kita kena ada scaffold kan.
Yeah.
So kita support pelan-pelan dulu. Kita tapis, kita kasih bantal ke apa ke, you know, macam you make them feel better in a different way.
Or light up the mood ke.
Yes. So kita akan lay down the foundation lah. Kasih the surrounding kita macam comfortable. And then dah gitu, dah comfortable, jom kita jalan-jalan.
Correct.
Take a walk out of that situation that we are in. Naturally, sebagai orang yang pernah mengalami depression kan, naturally they will feel more comfortable once they know that everything else is secure.
Yes,
everything
correct.
else is safe.
That is correct.
Safe space lah.
Safe
basically.
space, yeah. Because
Yeah.
we like just now we mentioned earlier on, kita are so comfortable in the darkness. Kita keluar takut orang attack.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
And that's why we rather stay in our circle.
Right, the
Yeah.
attack. Right.
So you put up the safety net around us, then we will like, okay, boleh keluar? Kita keluar.
Yeah.
Naturally
Something
lah.
like that, yes, correct.
Yeah, I feel like Yan used to or still have depression?
Used to.
Used to, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Used to have depression, right? So like for me pula, my point of view is that there's always that fear. So macam dia takut dia akan dikecam. Dia akan like for example, if he tells me like this, then I would be telling him macam, no lah, you shouldn't feel that way. What? It's just small thing only. Why you want to feel like that?
The approach.
Yeah, the approach. But for me, from my point of view, is that I'm scared. I don't know how to approach. I don't know if he's gonna have episodes, right? So I've shared with this in the podcast before. What I did is really have a lot of patience. Macam kadang-kadang kan, it takes a lot of time for you to understand your partner punya trigger.
Correct.
Kan?
Yes.
And kita tak tahu until it happens. And then kadang-kadang when it happens, to us it's like, why you blow up because of this? But as a partner, we have to be macam extra aware lah. That macam, okay, this is not personal. This is just This is just him responding to his trigger.
Correct.
So for me, what I can advise, and macam siapa yang tanya tu, is really take your time and have a lot of patience with it lah.
Correct.
As you go along, you will find his pain points, his triggers, and then you can both then overcome it together, insyaAllah.
Yang penting remember, lay down the soft ground around first.
Correct.
That's right.
Yeah.
Kasih rasa sayang-sayang sikit.
Manja-manja sikit.
Manja-manja. Manja-manja. Tak boleh nak tanya what's wrong. Tak boleh.
Yeah. It's
Lagi
the
tanya.
approach lah.
Approach.
Pasal depression ni, kalau you datang
Depression ni.
you tu macam marah-marah dengan kita, lagi kita macam I'm making you angry. I make you feel like I'm a burden. I will automatically feel I'm a burden. Betul
Correct.
tak?
Yes, that is correct.
So then we will like daripada aku buat kau marah, lebih baik aku diam.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very rare you marah, I terus bilang. Very rare. Kalau you marah lagi, I menjauhkan diri.
Betul.
Okay, is there anything, so I'm going to ask a question. Is there anything that your partner does right that bila that happen to, when he does it, you rasa macam appreciate?
So, that's the man I want to marry.
Macam, my God, you understand me, you understand my condition.
Okay. Usually, whenever I have problems, dia dah boleh cepat tangkap that I have problems and I don't want to talk about it, right? And then he will let me be quiet, but he will light the mood up. So we will always share, because at some point of time we will do grab food together. Riding, yes. And then nanti he will disturb macam, oh my God, see budak kecil tu so cute, babe, look at that, something like that. Or macam let's say baru habis hujan ke, habis ada rainbow, then he will like, oh babe, look at the rainbow, or look at the moon, it's full moon babe, make a wish. That's what we always do lah whenever we say. Yeah,
You guys really take the things around you in a lighter mood lah.
correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
like the emotion pula, like the situation.
yes, light up the mood.
Light up the mood.
InsyaAllah, insyaAllah. Wah, amazing. Ada tak apa-apa yang you nak share lagi tentang, sebagai penghujung episod ni?
And before we wrap it up,
I would say I used to also ask myself macam, I used to actually tell myself how I wish my dad is still around, right? But you know what? My dad raised a fighter.
wow, that's right. Oh, what a way to end the episode.
Wow.
That's right.
Of course, kita ingin to all of you yang tengah mendengar ni, kalau you rasa dan you sedang mengalami depression, you have negative emotions in your heart, of course, first and foremost, kita kena own that emotion.
Yes,
We
correct.
need to accept that kita ni mengalami this emotion pasal ada sebabnya. Okay.
Betul.
When you're in that situation, try to remind yourself that yes, I am in this situation. I know that I need help. Okay, you have to accept that. You have to acknowledge yang you perlu bantuan pasal kadang-kadang memang of course kadang orang kata mati kubur masing-masing but kita ni manusia sedang hidup. We are born in a society.
Correct.
So find the right society,
Yes.
find the right
find
people,
your support lah.
find that support system. And alhamdulillah you have your partner now.
Yes,
to support
alhamdulillah.
you. Then so pasal tu lah dia boleh bake untuk kita. Kalau tak dia tak bake.
Kalau tak, I hated. I really hate, during my depression days, macam my best friend even tell me macam, maybe we should try baking because you know you love. But I remember telling her macam, no, but I hate it. And it took me, because I started to bake ever since I was 7 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I will macam help out my mom kalau Hari Raya and all those, right? Then I slowly venture out to baking brownies and all that. And then during the episode that I had depression too, I stopped and I only started back 2020. So that 2017 to 2020, that was 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't even want to macam get near the oven. It was to that extent.
3 tahun orang tak dapat rasa sedap ni. Betul tau. Serius sedap tau.
So I mean, okay, if I personally can take away from this episode, right, it's like kita boleh tengok dari Nana punya experience, also her journey ni bukan sekejap aja. It took years for her to be where she is right now. So bila kita mengalami cabaran tu kan, at that moment in time, yes, things can look rough, things can be heavy, but for me personally, I think I would take inspiration lah, macam okay, this too shall pass, and always remember that Allah wouldn't test you beyond your limits.
Correct.
So with that understanding and also macam a lot of patience, macam bila kita go through something tu macam bila nak end ni? Why
Susah.
why is this lepas satu ni kan? Betul tak? Faham tak?
Lepas satu ni.
lepas satu ni. Yeah. But
Asyik dapat cabaran lah.
yeah. But itulah. Itulah
I think
takeaway lah.
to wrap that up, because someone, I cannot remember who mentioned this. Kita lawan kita kalau kita main game, the further you go in a game, the harder it gets.
Macam game Mario, level 1, level 2, level 3.
Level 1 lompat, level 2 ada api, level 3 ada dragon.
It gets harder.
It gets harder. Kalau hidup kita relax aja, mungkin kita belum sampai the possibility to level up. So
level up.
Nana, in a sense, Nana went through a very strong level, bos kuat lah that point. Yeah, mungkin she faltered a bit, but alhamdulillah she gained the courage and strength to overcome those, and this cabaran yang Allah dah berikan pada you kan. So
and also okay, let's end it with this. I have another analogy. First time I had an analogy. Wow, let's go. Okay, so macam like I said just now, when you were going through something hard, right? Kita ambil analogy, you tengah naik basikal, jalan senang lah. You jalan. Basikal lah.
Allah,
Come on, make up your mind.
I think basikal. Okay. You naik basikal and you're in this really dark tunnel. Right. So in order to get out of the tunnel and get to the light, you just have to keep Paddling.
Cycling.
Correct.
Cycling, keep cycling.
Yes. Like
Kalau
don't-
tersungkur terjatuh, bangun balik.
correct. Like don't give up.
Yeah.
There will always be 101 ways for you to back up and move on with your life. Maybe what I can say to insiders who are feeling or who are going through mental issues, I would say don't give up. If you feel that you are having the symptoms, you quickly go and seek help. Because the more you let it macam
Eat you up.
correct, the more you let it eat you up, you will have like negative or zero energy left. And then that's where you akan rasa macam dah terlambat. Yeah. And then that's where you will have all the suicidal thoughts. And then nanti you punya sekeliling orang pula cakap, kau ni tak ada iman, pergilah solat. But to be very honest, while solat is also one of the keys, one of the other key is to seek professional help and get treatment. It's just as though we say, it's just as macam kita jumpa orang yang ada cancer. It's an illness, same as mental issues.
It is an illness.
Yeah, it's an illness. Bila kita jumpa orang yang ada cancer, kita akan cakap things like, oh, solat lah, But at the same time, they have to go treatments like chemotherapy and all that.
Betul.
So for people with mental issues, solat juga, but at the same time, they also have to go for their regular checkups.
Macam
Appointment.
scientific medicine, obat untuk badan. Spiritual medicine is kita punya solat lah.
Correct, yes.
And also bila kita solat tu, kita doa lah dekat Allah kan, untuk minta, ya Allah berikanlah kekuatan.
Correct.
Allah
Kekuatan, kesabaran.
Yes, kekuatan, kesabaran,
And we
ketenangan.
learn- Yes.
Ketenangan.
And we learned this from Jufri. Jufri, thank you so much for all the things that you taught
a lot
us.
of things that we learn from Jufri.
Kita selalu minta doa untuk kuatkan kita, memberi kekuatan. Macam saya kata, pasal challenges will always come. It's the strength that we need to overcome those challenges.
Correct.
Okay, insyaAllah.
Yes.
InsyaAllah. So thank you so much, Nana, for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
Being so vulnerable.
I was so close to crying. But
Same, I was also close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Strong.
it hits home lah. Huh?
It's home, yeah.
It's
It
home.
hits home.
Yeah. So again, okay. Kalau korang nak order brownies, again, one more time, kita akan letak dia punya Instagram handle kat sini. If you want brownies ke, if you want
Ponas,
kita letak
ponas. Ponas.
Couzon.
Coulson. So dia macam French.
It's actually French.
Oh, it's actually French.
Yeah.
What does it
it's,
mean?
Bigs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Coulson.by.nj.
Yes.
Tapi kalau korang nak cari rumah, jangan segan-segan pergi contact Sri Kandi Associates on Instagram ataupun contact mereka di 8788-3559.
Yes.
Dia jenis ejen number tauladan akan memberi kamu semua solution yang terbaik insyaAllah untuk cari rumah lah. InsyaAllah nanti nak kahwin kan, cari
Okay,
Sri
boleh.
Kandi,
InsyaAllah.
Yes. Also don't forget to follow them on Instagram, srikandi.associates.
Yes.
We'll be right back after this.
Alright, kita kembali lagi bersama kita punya ladies Sri Kandi Associates.
Yes.
Siapa kita ada pada hot seat hari ni?
Hari ni kita ada Liza and Ira.
Yeah, so of course the previous time kita berbual pasal HFE kan.
Yes.
Hari ni pula kita akan
ada Liza tadi you nak want to add something maybe kan? Kau je the HFE punya tu.
Oh, I missed out on this application. Kalau you all dah apply, the first step tu, if you can save draft. Then if you want to proceed to the next one, you have about 1 month before the whole application be
Reset.
resetted.
Right.
So nanti dah you all dah penat-penat buat kan, then you
Kena
have
buat
to,
lagi.
That's why. So try to do it before 1 month lah.
Right, save the hassle lah. So go and find out the most important things that you need to do to apply for this HFE. Pasal dokumen tu banyak. Yeah, so dokumen tu banyak, you apply dan tak payah nak save lah. Tak payah nak ragu-ragu, apply je gitu kan.
Before you all apply, make sure you all have everything on hand.
So okay, so hari ni pula kita nak berbual pasal banyak yang mungkin kita punya followers pun akan rasa lah, pasal a lot of you are young couples juga yang baru kahwin, yang nak fikir pasal nak beli rumah kan.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about the misconception that young buyers have.
Legenda myth.
So what are the misconceptions?
Okay, basically this is something that my buyers tell me lah. Before they contacted me, I had this couple. Before they contacted me, they were they were in their late 20s.
Late 20s, okay.
So what happened was that kan at late 20s baru start kerja, lepas dah after they get their degrees and everything. So their CPF, it doesn't have a very substantial amount.
Okay, faham.
Maybe it's below 20k.
Okay, combine
So-
ke individual?
Individual.
Individual, okay.
So
Tapi kalau parents masukkan duit, okay lah.
Kalau parent masukkan duit, kita goyang kaki.
Masing-masing
let's talk about the layman.
Lebih betul. Yang parents semua kasih fly sendiri lah. Okay.
Rakyat marhin
Maizin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, minta maaf.
CPF lower than 20k.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
when they are still fiancé, so they haven't get married yet. So when they talk to their parents about the next step after they get married, where they're gonna stay and all that. So the family keep telling them, you cannot buy a house yet because you don't have enough CPF.
Oh,
I heard that before.
Yeah, I received that.
Actually, my mum told me.
You tak ada CPF, you tak boleh beli rumah. So what happened was that they found me through TikTok. So they contacted me and they asked me. So I told them, even if you have no CPF, if you have money, you can buy. That was how I dispelled the rumors, that misconception lah.
Diorang ada savings lah.
They are
Working adults.
and high salary.
High salary, okay.
Berapa tu?
Not very high salary. Not say high salary. They are
Fresh grads lah.
middle income lah, I would say. So their loan is respectable, and their grants is also respectable. So then there's this the reason why they have this misconception is because they said that if you take HDB loan, you must cover 20% in cash.
Okay. That's what they think.
It's true. It's true that your loan will only cover until 80%. So the balance is made up from your CPF and cash lah.
Right.
But what people don't understand is that these grants actually will be topped up into your CPF.
Right.
Yeah. So all the 3 different grants lah.
First timer grant, proximity grant, enhanced housing grant. Aku masih ingat.
So if you talk about HDB, 20%. If let's say your budget is 500k, which means it's 100k, right? If you buy 4 room and below, it's already 80k in grants.
Yeah. So that can be used from all the grants lah. Dah minus off already. So the rest is you can beli.
Okay, so that means for example 500,000 kan. So you are expected to pay $100,000, which can be covered by the grants by HDB itself.
Correct.
Which is 80k maximum
80,
lah.
and then ni belum masuk EHG. That is only your first timer grant. Your EHG, which is kept to your salary
income.
Yeah, like for my buyers, their combined income is about 5,000. So their grants is about 40k for EHG. So that's already 120k.
Dah lebih daripada memuai lah.
Correct.
This is my first time. I mean, okay, back then kita apply HLE kan, to be honest kita tak pandai lah. Kan pasal kita ni bukan agent yang bertauliah kan. Yang bertauliah Sri Kandi Associates. So of course bila kita nampak number-number ni semua kita macam we can find the house at this price. Pasal kita macam okay lah, that's all we know. Yeah, but now kita tahu yang okay, we don't need to worry so much about whether or not we have a very thick CPF ke tidak lah. But ada apa-apa? Nak tambah? Okay. But what are the advantages then kalau kita ada CPF yang tebal, for example?
Your budget is bigger.
Budget is bigger.
You can buy a bigger house.
Faham.
If for CPF, if you're buying HDB and you're using HDB loan, then which means you have to wipe out almost all. You can keep up to 20,000 per person.
Okay.
But if you're taking bank loan and you have a substantial CPF, but your loan and your cash pun banyak, you can choose not to use your CPF.
But for bank loan, you have to have cash in hand lah to pay
20% kan?
Yeah,
5%
5%
must be in cash.
5% of the whole house value.
Yes.
Oh, ya Allah.
20% can be covered in CPF.
Yep.
And then the balance 75% will be covered in loans.
Right. 5% is cold hard cash.
Yes.
And this is just the basic calculations. Kita
Yes.
perlu masukkan stamp duty, perlu
tu part-part
masukkan
all
legal
nanti pening.
fees.
Right. So this stamp duty ni apa duty ni semua yang calculate kan.
Kita punya
is-
duty to tell you all.
COV is another issue.
COV.
All this. So HFE is just the first step.
Right.
Right.
It's just to give you a ballpark figure.
Wow.
So macam a lot of people might think like information is at your fingertips, you see. But actually,
Google gitu kan.
but actually you still need advice lah from us. Then we can go in depth.
Yeah. Because maybe I share a bit of story lah. I heard from someone lah, okay, from a friend of mine. Dia DIY. Okay, dia buat DIY. then end up dia kena top up cash. Dia kena top up cash, dia tak tahu, the calculation dia, mungkin dia fikir wah boleh lah. So bila dia kena top up cash dah masalah sikit. Masalah sikit tu macam mana tarik balik lah.
Tak jadi lah.
Tak jadi.
Tak dapat lah.
Tak dapat then
Deposit all forfeited lah kan.
So then after that then
Even your grant is forfeited lah. Your grant is because considered you already use up that first timer buying a house.
sayang.
So you don't get the grants, but you cannot get anymore.
Oh my god. That determines between a 3 room and 4 room. Mungkin lah.
So for some people it determines whether you can buy a flat or not.
Right. Pasal all these factors. Okay, kita kasih korang satu senario. Macam we receive some DM juga yang kata dorang baru habis sekolah, baru habis NS, and nak kahwin muda. So kalau korang ragu-ragu, boleh juga beli rumah. No worries. Adalah kalau if you contact Sri Kandi Associates, mesti ada chance lah. Dia will calculate your finances.
There are things that you can prepare for.
So the most important thing is kita nak kena tahu your income dulu. Okay, your basic income and what kind of house that you are able to afford to stay in. Kalau let's say kita CPF kita baru nak start kumpul, gaji kita 3,000, jangan nak expect lah tinggal jumbo flat lah. Itu tak boleh. Kita kena be realistic jugalah.
Realistic betul.
Because the most important, kita jangan kita burden ourselves lah. Pasal owning a house in Singapore ni memang harga dia tinggi.
It's a big commitment. It's a big investment lah.
Yes. So bila dah ada tu rumah, kita kena fikir juga bulanan nak kena bayar berapa, bulanan mana gaji nak bayar berapa. So all this calculation is of course I tak pandai. You pandai?
Lagi
lah tau.
In fact, the monthly repayment of loan also, there are some things that you should be aware of.
Especially accrued interest. I selalu dengar dia buat lah accrued interest.
Accrued interest is one thing. That one is later when you want to sell the house. The other thing is your CPF punya valuation limit.
CPF valuation limit.
Okay. So whenever you buy a house, so katakan you buy a house 500,000, the valuation is 500,000.
Okay.
So the valuation limit for your CPF is 120%. Which means that you can use up to 600,000. Betul tak?
Okay. Yeah.
Calculator 120%.
100% of 500,000 is 500,000. 20% is 250,000. No,
100,000 lah. 20% is 100,000 So 120,000.
InsyaAllah betul lah.
20%.
Tak ada calculator I.
So kita we make it as an estimate lah. So 600,000. But if your down payment and cash upfront is basically you rely only on your grants and CPF, you must remember that nanti down the road, when you pay if you pay in, because when they calculate your monthly repayment, they calculate based on your the minimum that you contribute to your OA every month.
Okay.
But as your salary grow, your OA also the contribution is higher, and then plus your bonuses and everything, you will find that you can clear everything with your CPF monthly. But when you do that, 18-20 years down the road, you realize that you hit that 600,000.
The limit lah.
So then after that, what happened? You have to pay in cash in full.
Valuation limit.
So
kalau tak nak, jual dah rumah before that.
That's one thing. Or if you know that this is your forever home, memang tak nak jual lah, ni istana tu, then means you must know the calculation how much you must pay each month lah. To make sure that you don't hit the limit.
Right. So if let's say kita nak do any further financial calculation, we can just ask you lah kan.
Of course.
So kita risau juga ni pasal in a way I took a pay cut kan. So CPF I tak grow lah. Nanti kita berbual lah lepas tu.
Okay. Kita kira korang punya financial.
So kalau korang punya financial dikira untuk beli rumah, siapa kita boleh contact?
Sri Kandi Associates on Instagram. You can follow them. Please give them a follow. And korang janganlah malu nak tanya dorang, nak DM dorang, nak call dorang. If you
there
want to
is
call
no
them.
wrong question.
No wrong
The only
questions.
wrong question is bila nak keluar makan gitu.
You nak belanja semua orang.
You can follow them
8788-3559 8788-3559. Okay, don't wait any further. Get all those burning questions out. Go and ask the best agent you can find in town. Okay, Sri Kandi Associates. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, kita akan wrap up this episode right now. Hi, welcome to the end of another episode of Outside In.
If you like what you hear, please follow us on all our socials, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah. Also jangan lupa follow Sri Kandi Associates kat Instagram, ya. Right, share it with all of your friends and family members so that they can benefit from this episode, insyaAllah. Right, till next time. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.